would say that submitting to Limestone, personally, I think it's the best festival you could submit to because one thing that's nice about it, it's not a contest. It's just a really cool place to perform, and you get a guaranteed amount of shows, and you get to hang out with awesome comics and nice people, and you get to experience Bloomington. You get to see the Comedy Attic. You get to see the cool businesses around the area. But you also, it's just a really warm vibe that you don't get at all festivals. I've done some others that just don't quite have the warmth that this one does.
Submit, that's what I would say. Submit for it because there are very few festivals. I've been to a bunch of them, and they're usually, there's like one headliner who's pretty cool, and you probably won't get a chance because your show conflicts with his or hers. But this festival is just literally jam-packed with amazing comedians. Super famous comedians like, Benson and Holmes and Maria Bamford and Tig Notaro. But also guys that I didn't know who ended up being phenomenal. Like Stuart Huff was there last year. Yeah. I had the opportunity to work with him in South Carolina. We stayed in a comedy condo and hit it off. We talked till 5 in the morning every day. And the only reason that we felt comfortable immediately is because I go, hey, you were at Limestone. He goes, hey, you were at Limestone. And it just helped kind of, we're like, oh, wow, he's funny, I'm funny. Good, we can talk. So Limestone brings funny people together.
Absolutely, you should submit. It's definitely worth your while. Because a lot of festivals you don't get to work with the caliber of comedians that Jared and Matt are able to bring. And it's just a huge party and it's so much fun. And Bloomington's a great town to visit that you wouldn't visit otherwise.
If there's some advice that I can give for new comedians thinking about submitting, go ahead and get together your best 7 minutes. Your best 7 minutes of material, one that you've written some good material, and ones where you're killing it in front of an audience, and submit that, and just hope for the best, That's what I had to go with. I just submitted some of my best material, one that's got thumbs up from the other comedians, and I go ahead and went with it.
What would you say to any comics thinking of submitting? Don't. I go to a lot of comedy festivals, and this one is probably the fest I want to go to, that I want to return to more than any other festival. So the less comics that apply, the better chance I have of coming back. So please, out of respect for my comedy career, please just don't submit, and just hopefully I'll really take off because of that.
Comedians, if you're thinking about applying, like when you write a joke in your head and it hits in every single place and you get the huge laugh and immediate love that you feel from when a joke hits, those are the crowds you get at Limestone. And in addition to that, those are the kind of other comics you meet at Limestone, and those are the people that you get to perform alongside and go see perform for just nonstop for 3 days. It's a huge career move for you because you get to network and you get to meet industry people and things like that. But more than anything, you're just going to love being there. You're going to love the crowds. You're going to love the comics. You're going to love the community of Bloomington and how much respect Bloomington has for comedy and what great taste Bloomington has for comedy.
I don't see what the hesitation is. I don't see why you would have to think about whether or not you're going to submit to the Limestone 2014 festival. I mean, it's the most fun that you can have as an adult. It's the most fun I had all year. In fact, when I'm not out doing shows and touring with headliners, and I just keep myself in isolation in the house waiting till next year so I could go back to Bloomington, Indiana and do the Limestone Festival again. And you should too.